Whether you are just starting out, looking for something new, or just seeing what's out there, the Gamasutra Job board is the place where game developers move ahead in their careers. Gamasutra's job board is the most diverse, most active, and most established board of its kind in the video game industry, serving companies of all sizes, from indie to AAA. Here are just some of the many positions being advertised right now. If you are a recruiter looking for talent, you can also post jobs here. Location: Los Angeles, California. We are Mythical Games, a fully funded next-generation game technology company at the intersection of video games and blockchain. Our goal is to lead the industry with the launch of exceptional video game experiences that leverage blockchain technology, while also providing a platform of robust tools that will allow any other game developer to do the same. We are looking for a talented and driven backend engineer who will be responsible for designing, building, and maintaining Mythical's game platform offerings. We are looking for someone with a passion for gaming, marketplaces, or blockchain technology. Location: Bellevue, Washington. E-MOTION-alist noun. Did you read that definition and expect to see a picture of you below it? Well, we should talk because we are looking for an e-MOTION-alist. To be more specific, we are actively seeking out a cinematic animator to work with MICA, Punch's proprietary tools and engine to help us tell the emotional story of our wandering samurai in Ghost of Tsushima. Location: Baltimore, Maryland. This one-year creative residency is a unique opportunity to work closely with our students, research lab, and the larger MICA community over the course of the 2019 to 2020 academic year. During the residency, the designer is expected to complete a game, or other play-based project, and will teach 12 credits per year, 2 courses per semester. We are looking for a designer making compelling work in the field of games play who wants to gain further teaching experience. The resident is expected to be an active member of the game, art, and design communities of the Maryland Institute College of Art, and the Baltimore community at large. Applicants proposing projects which creatively engage our community will be given preference. MICA and the Interactive Arts Department are committed to enriching the diversity of our faculty and pedagogical viewpoints. Candidates who demonstrate an ability to forward these goals are encouraged to apply. Location: Renton, Washington. Wizards of the Coast, the subsidiary of Hasbro Incorporated, and the world's largest publisher of adventure games, including Magic: The Gathering trading card game and Dungeons & Dragons role-playing games, has an exciting opportunity for a senior software developer to join our Magic: The Gathering arena team. We offer competitive salaries, a great benefits package, and the excitement of working in a creative organization. But the best part of working here is that we think creating products that bring hours of enjoyment to millions around the globe is an inherently cool way to earn a living. The Magic: The Gathering arena team is looking for an experienced engineer to help build and maintain scalable cloud services that will support vast legions of players. As a senior software developer, you will champion solutions across multiple technology stacks to support new and existing features. In close collaboration with designers, artists, and other engineers, you will be one of the main drivers of designs and decisions within the team. Location: Warsaw, Poland. Founded in 1991, Techland is a renowned global publisher, distributor, and developer of video games. Our titles, especially Dying Light and Dying Light, the following, as well as The Dead Island, and the Call of Whitmore's game series achieved an international success and won millions of fans. Dying Light, which launched in 2015, has been played by more than 14 million people to date. In 2016, the company joined the international publishing market as Techland Publishing and announced development of 2 AAA titles, Dying Light 2 and Fantasy Action RPG game. Thanks to industry-leading specialists and use of latest technology, Techland is committed to delivering unforgettable experiences and innovative entertainment to players around the world. Currently we are looking for a programmer, gameplay systems, c. The main tasks at this position are the design and implementation of the playthrough in Techland's newest video games, and in particular, creating and prototyping the mechanics systems, development of already existing code, creating systems and tools for other people in the team, cooperation with artists and designers, and code optimization and debugging. This interview is part of our Road to DF series. You can find the rest by clicking here. Genital Jousting. This is the framework of the mundane lives of anthropomorphized penises to tell a story of toxic masculinity and breaking down harmful socializations. It's a silly game of floppy dolls doing normal things in funny ways, but it also touches on the hurtful things men are taught every day. Gamasutra spoke with Robbie Fraser and Evan Greenwood of Free Lives, developers of the Excellence in Narrative-nominated Genital Jousting, to learn about the challenges of making a penis that was not intimidating or horrifying, the humor to be found in putting genitals through everyday tasks, and the appeal of using such a silly setup to explore an important subject. We are Robbie Fraser and Evan Greenwood, along with Richard Peters, who was not around to help us fill out these questions. We take full responsibility for the design and programming of Genital Jousting, but it would be amiss not to mention the rest of the wonderful team at Free Lives who put so much work into making Genital Jousting happen. With regard to the story, a lot of credit must also go to Jon Keevy, our delightful writer, who also did not help us fill out these questions. We have been trying to make games and art for just about as long as we can remember. Game development was not really a commercially viable thing in South Africa until quite recently, though. It was only after the advent of indie games that Free Lives could be formed in 2012. We had a breakout success with Graphols that paved the way for us to try weirder and stupider things like Genital Jousting. We thought we had seen it all, but Genital Jousting turned out to be surprisingly hard to make. Believe it or not, Genital Jousting is the latest in a long lineage of penis-related games by Free Lives team members. Peters, in particular, made a good few penis games in an effort to explore his sexuality and masculinity. One of these, a local multiplayer game called Wang Commander, was particularly inspiring and important for the conception of Genital Jousting, not just because of how much people found the game to be funny, but also because of how it enabled people to have conversations about penises that they would not otherwise have in everyday life. The idea for stacking penises came from an old, unadmittedly gross drawing that had been on our walls in Sir Leeroy's desk controlling flaccid penises that could penetrate each other. Just seemed like a fun multiplayer mechanic to try out in a game jam. After the first multiplayer versions started coming together, the thought of a story mode really started to take hold. The idea of a fully narrated fumble-core game about penises was too stupid and too surprising not to pursue. There was nothing remotely like that around. and that was very exciting to us. We used mainly Unity and Google Sheets. Also, a large pedestal for our dog, Leeroy Jenkins Italian Greyhound, to sit on in the middle of the room, where we could more easily see and pet him at all times. Hearing it kept us motivated by always maintaining the highest possible standards with regards to smoothness and soulfulness. The first draft of the story mode was going to be much more like Goat Simulator with narration and genitals. It was going to be about a depressed penis learning how to make friends. The joke was that it was something of a tutorial mode for real life. It was so that you could have enough friends to play the multiplayer modes with. However, pretty early on we realized that we had experiences and feelings from our own lives that we wanted to pour into the game. We wanted to make something that people could relate to, that they could find meaningful as well as funny. We realized we wanted to talk about masculinity more than anything, on a game where you are a literal penis would be the perfect vehicle to do so. We kept the setup of a lonely penis in a right with a fulfilling job